All right, good evening, everybody. Tonight I'm going to play Tutankham, or as I like to call it, Tutankham for the Intellivision. This is a somewhat rare game. Well, actually pretty rare here in the States because I don't believe it ever officially came out in the States. But this is a real copy on my original Model 1 Intellivision. Let's start with level 1. And let's see if I can remember the controls. So let's see. Oh, that's the flash, and that's the shot. So I just wasted one of my shots, or flashes. Come on, disc. There we go. Got the key. Now you can go through the door just like that. Some treasure. And can I go through this? I don't think I can, but let me see. No, I can't go through that. Look at all those. Now I get to use the glorious side buttons. Ooh! Let's see. Pirate Game Boy's here. No Bruno's here. And Pikachu's here. Oop, and I wasn't paying attention. I gotta turn up my headphones so I can hear. Let's reset that. That was silly of me. Let's see. Come on, reset. My reset button on my Intellivision sticks sometimes. Not sticks, but you have to push it really hard. So let's see. One of the best on the systems is Pikachu. More Intellivision. Yep, not really taking advantage of the sound chip. It's mostly only using one of the 3 channels. Looks like an Indiana Jones fighting. Yeah, it is. It's an arcade game. It's been a while since I pulled this out. Rexstar is here. Says the music is very ominous. Okay, man, did I hit a different difficulty or something? Because they're much more active in this one. Okay, I'll go ahead and get this treasure. I'm not a completionist. I don't have to get yeah, probably need to clean the contacts. I'm not a completionist. Like, I don't need to get every treasure in these games. I just like to be able to say I completed a level. Oh no! I should have used a flash there. Because you cannot shoot up. No! I'm not paying attention again. Silly me. Come on. Go right. There we go. There we go. I'll just use the flash there. And we'll complete the first level at least. Yeah, I need to focus on this one, that's for sure. Okay. I think I want to go up here. So this teleports me. Get the key. And so I think the lower side action buttons shoot each one way. So the left shoots left, the right shoots right. Man, I can't. There's not enough room. Let's see. Come on. Come on down. Because how am I going to get by these guys if they don't ever... Okay. Oh, I don't have a flash. So what Christmas movies have people seen? Well, I just got done watching, and I posted on Twitter. Oh, I hit the button. I just got done watching George C. Scott's version of Christmas Carol, which I now think is the best version I've ever seen. Oh, I can only hold one key. Sorry for my ignorance. It's been such a long time since I played this game. There we go. Don't know how many flashes I got. That was not smart. Oh, there I go again. Just watched Toy Story. Okay, I'll count that as Christmas. Yeah, I did not do good. Let's see. Nope. Let's go level 2. Let's see if it moves faster. I'm just curious. Sometimes in television games, when they change the difficulty, all they do is they change the speed, and some games are more enjoyable if it's faster. So anyways, George C. Scott's Christmas Carol, it was like a made-for-TV movie. And it's really good. It is really good. If you don't mind it not being in widescreen. I'm a big fan of Christmas Carol, just the story in general. And it's like one of those stories where I rarely have ever come across a version that I don't like. Ghostbusters had a good one. The real Ghostbusters, the cartoon. Come on. You have to be lined up just right, apparently, to go in the... So yeah, the real Ghostbusters, the cartoon, had an episode where they caught the ghost of they caught the ghost of like Christmas Past and Christmas Present, so they had to play the ghost themselves for Ebenezer Scrooge. Okay, I think what I want to do is go here, come up here, get the key. So that other stuff like the hat, the ring, those are just treasures for extra points, I believe. If memory serves. Let's pop up here. Can I get through? No, come on. Oh, I should probably take that middle one. Because, yeah, they're warping right on top of me. No, I can't move. Come on. Let's go back to the chat. Let's see. This game was Jack's childhood. Welcome, Jack. So it's playing Gradius the other day, or is it Gradius? How do you guys say it? Just discovered that if you pause the game and do the Konami code, you get full power-ups. Rex says the George C. Scott version really good. My favorite might be the original Owen one, but I like them all. Love seeing different actors take it on. I saw the old Santa Claus movie, not the Tim Allen, the other one. The villains were very funny. It was saying for free. I actually have that on DVD. I've never seen it. This does look a lot better than some of the other Parker Brother and Intellivision games. Not a big fan of Intellivision Frogger. Okay, so let's see. Let's go back. I want to play the hard just to see if I get to move faster. It doesn't really feel much faster to me. I wish you could shoot upward. So let's go ahead, reset, and we'll just do the easy. So easy, and look at all those snakes. It has to be snakes. And now the birds. I don't get it. Like, this one is just really... throwing easiest difficulty, and they're just throwing critters at me right and left. No! I tried to turn. Bards, you're welcome. Oh, I gotta pay attention. I forget that. When you die, you don't have a lot of time. There we go. don't like those, whatever those red things are supposed to be. There we go. We got it. Okay. Let's see if I can learn this time. So we go down here. The video game is asking if I play this with a touch screen. No, this is a real old school Intellivision controller. Oh, that was silly of me. Let's go around this way. Ooh, those red guys. I don't know what they are. If they're crabs. Bats. I think they're bats. That makes sense because bats are terrible at every video game. Let's see. Oh! And now I think, do I have to go back and get another key? I think I do. Yeah, because there's a second key. Come on, move. This old controller is not the best, but to be honest, the Intellivision controller is just flat out not the best. Game over. I got it. I got the red things are scorpions, I think. So what do you think about your most viewed video? Yeah, that Pac-Man maze game. I cannot believe that it got so many views. I have no idea at all. I have no clue why that one caught fire. No idea. And now I kick myself because I did that video so laid back, I forgot the ghost names, and people, like, ever since that video, I've probably had 100 comments telling me, oh, that the red one's Blinky or whatever. And I've even posted, like, in the descriptions and comments, I know now, I figured it out. I just forgot when I was recording. So, and I wish I was clearer that, you know, what year it came out, because I think some people thought it was a modern thing. So let's see. Inspector No Swear Gamer Saves Christmas, right up there with Inspector Gadget Saves Christmas. And Ernest, don't forget Ernest. I like Ernest. So how many people are Amico detractors who would still be detractors if Tommy Tallarico wasn't the CEO? Well, that is the million-dollar question. I do think you ask yourself, you know, do you believe that any news is good news? Like, if you keep getting attention, because it's definitely gotten the Amico a lot of attention. Tommy, give him credit for that. He's gotten the system a ton of attention. Not all of it's good, though. And it's made a lot of people upset. So that's an interesting question. If Tommy wasn't the CEO, or let's just say if Tommy wasn't public, like if he was still involved, but they had a different spokesperson, would there be less detractors? Would there be, you know, more positive press, which I think there would be? Or because of the lack of attention, would people not even realize that it exists? So, interesting question. I have questions about the physical system, but I do think the way it's being run has led to a lot of this division, for lack of a better word. And because they don't have... No, I wanted to turn... And because they don't have Tutankham on the system. There we go. You can shoot and move, which is nice. Come on, birds. No! I just wish the movement was smoother. So there's that other key I have to come back for. I want to at least get past oops, this screen, which I'm not doing too well. I got 2 lives. He's just so sluggish. You'll use the flash. Doesn't tell you how many you got left. And good, it wasn't the I'm trying to use the flash. Am I out already? Silly me. Let's get to the comments. That Pac-Man video popped up in my recommendations a bunch. I guess the algorithm found it. Yeah, who knows why? Most were detractors with the Coleco Chameleon also. You know, I was actually, when it was the Retro VGS, I was actually, it's ironic, the parallels. I was actually very interested in the Retro VGS. And then the price went up, which is similar to what happened here. And then when stuff first happening, people were like, I think this is a scam. And at first I was like, no, it's not a scam, you know. And it was never intended to be a scam. I don't believe Mike Kennedy ever wanted it to be a scam. I believe he sincerely wanted it to come out. But I think he got in over his head and tried. And when it wasn't ready for the toy fair, I think he tried to make it ready. Because rather than say it's not ready yet, and it just turned into a mess. Honestly, I think Mike bit off more than he could chew. Turn, please. Turn, please. And I think the Amico, and I think Tommy's done it a little bit, and hopefully him going private on Facebook will keep him kind of out of trouble, if that makes sense. He won't be caught saying things he shouldn't say. And maybe that'll help the system, but the system needs a lot of help if it's going to succeed. Let me pause to get caught up on the chat. This looks like a prototype gauntlet. XJ's here. Gets people attention on their channels too. Some people who shall remain nameless that bring it up constantly get peak views. Well, there are some channels that's all they do, right? And it has gotten a lot of views, especially compared to like the Atari VCS. Derp's here. Hey there, Derp. Chillin'. I just wanted the Amico to be in television, but with online play, gives the short games more value. That would be cool. There's not going to be online gameplay right now. That would have been really cool if you could play old school 2-player games online. Let's see. Floyd's here. I used to play this on 2600. Remember the character being faster? Probably. This year, I want to learn the meaning of Christmas by being a total jerk. Go through the ghost of past, present, and future. And on the day of Christmas, be super nice to everyone. I was a jerk too. I just want to see the Amico myself before I make judgments. Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. He'll be called a swear gamer Christmas. I'm still waiting for that analog duo like a hawk. Me too. I want to get that analog duo. Missteps. I bet Tommy's thankful his console isn't out. Selling images is pretty serious. The game has little to do with Christmas. This game has little to do with Christmas if you really pay attention. Yeah, your channel is the best. I watched your channel as a kid. Inspired me to look up obscure games. Oh, awesome. Keon's here. Welcome. I like the Intellivision controller, honestly. It really doesn't I don't really have many issues with it. There's things I like about it, but it's better for simulation games, not action games, in my opinion. My grammar's bad. That's okay. Totally fine. The Intellivision port plays extreme slow, different experience. The game should have been much better on the ColecoVision, but the controls were awful. All right, so let's unpause, which you can do with the 1 and 9 buttons, thankfully. Now, it's places like this. Oh, Why did that do that? Let's reset. I have trouble with the turns, and I don't know why. Because obviously my controller works because, like right here, I'm obviously going right. But for some reason, when I'm trying to make a turn, especially going up and down, and in the middle of a corridor, for some reason, it doesn't work a lot. And that is frustrating. See, like right there, I wanted to turn and I didn't. And now I'm just full of birds. What inspired me to make this channel? So I had my firstborn son. He was a toddler. And I started to just get the nostalgia bug. And I was watching a bunch of nostalgia gaming videos, and I was having trouble finding a channel where they didn't either drop F-bombs every 2 seconds, or they just didn't flat out say a word that I could listen with my son around. And I'm not one who... That was a bad choice. Shouldn't go by the portals. I'm not one that enjoys swearing, but I'm not allergic to it, if that makes sense. But I just want a channel where I could watch it with my kid around. And I was listening to the Retro League podcast, and I told myself if I ever won their contest, they used to do contest giveaways where every week, not every week, every month they would give away a prize pack or like a retro game. And I told myself if I ever won it, I'd start a YouTube channel, and that's what happened. I won Bubsy for the Sega Genesis, and that's why it's the first game I ever reviewed. I'm going to have to use a flash here. Come on, give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. There, got the flash. Good old Barry Allen. Now I have to go get that other key. Come on, turn. Scribble, scribble, turn. Almost got that key. Almost got it. There we go. Okay, key got. Can I actually beat this level now? And now I got... I think I could do it. I think I could do it. Even got a little extra ring there. Yes! Made it to level 3. I think there's 4 levels. Ooh, this is a garish color scheme here. Man, I wish you could move faster, because... There we go. I don't know, that kind of looks like a scorpion. Or ants or something. I wonder what those are. I did a review, but it's been so long I forgot. Now those blue things look like bats for sure. Oh, I tried to hit the flash, it didn't work. Thankfully I still have some lives. Come on, move, get moving. Okay, let's see how I'm going to get through this area. Oh! I just can't get the way I hold the controller, I can't get that flash button because I have my thumb resting on the action button. There we go. Get rid of those for now. It's a shame you can only hold on to one key at a time, because this takes quite a while. Now I have to go backtrack. I guess you get one flash of life. Is that it? Maybe that's why. Please don't. Please don't. Okay, thank you. I just didn't want it to spawn right on top of me. Okay, I had to use it. I wish you could move faster. Ugh. I wish turning was easier. A little jumping around there. Oh, I stopped to shoot. Game over. I'll try one more time. Let's see what's going on. I missed out a lot of chat. Do. Oh, Tony's here. Welcome, Tony. An American Christmas Carol with Henry Winkler is good. I don't think I've seen that one. Talked about what inspired the channel. Didn't know the Intellivision had a pause feature. Yeah, you hit 1 and 9 together, you can pause the game. Not like Burger Time, where it's lenient on the terms. No, this is not. Yeah, many games. Good stuff. Good idea to make the channel with your channel. I could watch the videos on YouTube without my sister getting angry at the bad words. Yeah. It's one of the reasons I do it. I bet that caused the Intellivision to be scrutinized how everything before they put out a video now. Let's see, what was he referring to? But yeah, I think modern day Intellivision, I think that's why we haven't seen any deep dives. You're supposed to see one every 7 days. We haven't seen any lately. Intellivision Tutankam's pace makes the game feel a lot like Dragon Slayer or Tower of Juraga. Yeah, it does. What's with the pea soup green color? Yeah, that's an ugly, ugly color. I think I'd like this. Not as much as Thunder Castle. That game's legendary, but this one's not bad. I really like Thunder Castle. Favorite Intellivision game? Tower of Doom. I'm also a big fan of Treasure Tarman, Cloudy Mountain, Burger Time. All of them are really good. Hard to believe this is a 16-bit console. Well, you can't put too much into bits, right? I mean, we made a big deal back during the 8-bit and 16-bit era, but obviously, you know, I don't think the Intellivision, for instance, the Sega Master System 8-bit system looks a lot better than Intellivision. I've always wanted to play Rabbit Transit. That's an interesting game. Yep, you can only hold one key at a time. WWJD's here. Hello, Tommy's here. Hello, he's been putting out some music left and right. Snake Destroyer, do you play any of the classics on the PS4? I do not have a PS4. I don't have any modern systems. I mean, the most modern thing I have is a 3DS. Yeah, technically it's 16-bit, but not practically. Yeah. The classic Konami Tutankham, I do prefer the more fast-paced arcade version. Television version is good, at least. That's from Joseph. Welcome. Looks nice. I have seen one for real. Way more impressive than the 2600. Yeah, the 2600 version doesn't look as good, but I can't remember. I need to play that to compare it. Always have a good time on this channel. I feel welcome. Yeah, I try to welcome everyone here. As long as you're not trolling, I don't care what your opinions are on games. Just come and have fun. 16-bit graphics processor is different than 16-bit CPU. Yeah. And bits, I mean, we don't even talk about bits anymore, right? So I thought for a time, I thought it was just going to keep going up, going to keep doubling or whatever, because we went 8 to 16 to 32 to 64. Why did I do that? I thought we were going to talk 128 bits, but when the Saturn and the PlayStation came around, bits became, you know, talking about bits became pretty much a thing of the past. So I think on some of these turns, I basically have to stop. It's like I have to look both ways before I cross the street. Here we go. Level 1 is it. Let's see if I can do any better, because I think this might be my last game. It is late. I am getting tired. Don't know what I'll watch. So usually my bedtime routine is, ooh, I wanted to turn, I didn't stop, my fault. Usually my bedtime, it started me all the way back at the beginning, that stinks. Usually my bedtime routine is like if I'm streaming or whatever, I will, after I stream, everyone's asleep, my wife's asleep, the kids are asleep. So when I go to bed, I just have to be quiet, you know, don't want to wake up the missus. And basically, I put on some wireless Bluetooth headphones and I watch something until I get drowsy. And I'm trying to think. I had been watching the Christmas Carol, George C. Scott on Tubi, I think. So I don't know what I'll watch tonight. If I'll start something new or just start an episode of the Iron Chef. I've been really into the Iron Chef lately. Because I discovered it's a Japanese one, which in my opinion is the best one. The American version, the Japanese one had so much charm and character to it. I really like that version. Oh, I can't do anything. Don't have a flash. Okay. No, gotta use that flash. That stinks. Because I have to get that key. But Japanese Iron Chef is the best Iron Chef. So I've been watching some of those sometimes. Also watching a Columbo. Shoot! Why? Oh, I was hitting the flash button. That's why. Silly me. So there's a Columbo I've been watching. I might watch the end of that. I've almost watched the entire Columbo series. So if you're a fan of Columbo, you're okay in my book. Look at all the... Let's see. Oh. No! Oh, I'm going to do one more. Let's see. Something is hitting my microphone because I'm hearing an echo when I bump the desk. I'll have to do something about that. Let's see. 2600 has simpler graphics but a faster pace. Yeah, NES has hardware and carts that help it work in emulators that take advantage of the MMC chip. Most modern console I have is the Nintendo Switch. Gauntlet is a great Christmas game. That's interesting. Oh, someone actually wrote a real working Intellivision emulator on the NES. Yeah, I remember that. I think Keith Robinson was talking about potentially doing Intellivision games on the NES, but they decided not to. Can't remember. PS2 was 128-bit, I think. Xbox was 32-bit. You reckon there's a market for new INTV games, carts, or ROMs? Well, there is the original system. It has an active homebrew community. They still be making games. I did Hover Bubber not too long ago. Well, probably about I don't know, 2 years ago. Scott's here. Welcome. Enemies are slow. I always thought Atari's graphics were inferior, but the game seemed to play smoother. From Ted. Bard likes Tubi. Aaron's here. Green's from Pacific, Washington, near Tacoma. Classics but rare games you got there. Yep. Merry Christmas. You too. You too, Aaron. Most television games are locked to 20 FPS. However, some third-party games like Demon Attack run at 60 FPS. I did not know that. Just one more thing. Oh, hey, Justin. Glad to have you on Atari.io. It's a cool forum site. Think of it kind of like an Atari Age alternative as far as forums go. It's smaller but friendlier because, you know, less people, less drama typically. Japan had a lot of great competition entertainment shows. I really want to watch Columbo, but never did. Hey, it's on Peacock and Tubi. I need to get into Columbo now to be good in the Notes for Gamers book. I've been doing an incredible job on my Intellivision Amico coverage. Thank you, Justin. I appreciate that. Been watching a bunch of Dekamori Hunter lately. That's a food challenge show where they go around showcasing trying super gigantic servings some restaurants have as gimmicks. Interesting. That would have been cool if they had INTV games or Intellivision games on the NES and Amico games on the Switch. Let's do let's try this one more game and then I need to go back. So the Intellivision, if programmed right, the Intellivision controller is not bad. There's just something slightly off with this game. I think part of it's a slow pace, but in the turns, which that's why I get frustrated at this game. Other games like Burger Time, I could just play it and not even think too much. See, I missed that turn, so I gotta stop, and that's what I have to remember to do is stop. Going down and up doesn't seem to have that problem, but it's left and right for some reason. Wonder if it's the way that they programmed it. Okay, first one down. Let's see if I can get the second one. Look at all those snakes. What is a group of snakes called a brood? Is that correct? I think that's correct. See, I'm trying to figure out the best way. That seemed to work. Good, good, good. Yep, I can't pick up that other key. You can only hold one key at a time. I wish you could. Would have made the game so much more manageable. And this is a part where I probably... Yep, gotta use the flash. I think I'm lined up right about here. Oh, I forgot to get the key. Silly me! I need to go get that second key. Don't ask me how I'm going to get down there without a flash. Because I'm not. I'm just going to use the flash there. Ah! No! Oh, that's tough. Come on down. There we go. There we go. Let's see if we can make it to the... That bat. I think it's a bat. I tried to jump out and shoot it, but it was guarding it pretty well. Yeah, I don't know. Those look like bats to me. Oh, come on. Because I want to save one flash for down here. There we go. Hopefully it gives me enough of a break. I think it does. No! There's definitely invisible boundaries. You can't just turn right or left whenever you want to. Just like most maze games. Okay, now we get to go to the garish green and yellow. I don't know, whoever came up with this color scheme, man. Ugh. If anything, it makes you want to complete the level faster. It's like I'm stuck in pea soup. With a bunch of booger snakes. Ooh. Oh, I tried to hit my flash. Okay, let's hurry up and get down. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, oh. Ah. Okay, well, there you go. That's Tutankham, or as I like to call it, Tutankham. For the Intellivision, it's okay. It's okay. It looks good. It looks good. It plays, it could play better. Let's see what I missed in the chat before I call it a day. How many bits is the zero? Yeah, that Intellivision zero. That's interesting. If you don't know what the Intellivision zero is, it's like a system that's supposed to be the mock. Was it? It's supposed to take over for the Amico when it fails. Those plug and plays and remade Intellivision games from scratch to run on NES hardware. Yeah, the a lot of those early NES, or I'm sorry, Intellivision plug and plays were basically NES on a chip, just like the Atari ones used to be too. Let's see. I like the ability for more inputs with the original Intellivision controller allowed for more complex game. The ergonomics, though, were not great. Right, and then there was the problem where some buttons, you couldn't use the disc and buttons at the same time. I emailed the author of the Intellivision emulator for NES I mentioned. He said it was intended to be used on newer Nintendo on a chip Intellivision clones for more accurate experience with cheap hardware. And some of those games played good on those plug and plays. Like I remember being impressed actually with Night Stalker because it worked really well with a D-pad. Atran Fanatics here. Hey there. Glad you could make it. Let's see. But never happened because the plug and play market wasn't as big at that time. They did have some Intellivision plug and plays. Yeah, I remember Keith Robinson said in an interview how, yeah, they were pretty much garbage, but they made it possible to keep Intellivision afloat and get out the Intellivision Flashback, which they were really happy with. Now, I'll share with y'all a very quick, what I think is an interesting story. So Good Deal Games, a few years ago, they broke news, and Good Deal Games, I consider them a pretty decent big site as far as homebrews go. Good Deal Games announced the Intellivision Flashback 2 was coming. So when they announced that, I made a video about that. I was like, oh, cool, the Intellivision Flashback 2 is coming. This is a couple years after the original. And they said Tron would be on there and some other stuff. So I was like, oh, that's really, really good. And the video gained some traction, but then we didn't hear anything. And then I got my only time Intellivision ever communicated with me officially. I got a Facebook message from a lady at Intellivision requesting that I take down the video because it wasn't accurate, because that's not what they were doing. So I said, oh, okay, no problem. I'll take it down if that's not what you're doing, because I want to be, I thought it was a good source, Good Deal Games. They're still around, I think, even to this day. So I was like, okay, well, I'll take it down if that's the case. I don't know if I privated it or what. And I said, hey, but if you guys are ever doing anything, let me know. And if you got some real news, I'll do it. And that was before the Amico came out. So, and by the way, they never talked to me again after that. So my theory was the Intellivision Flashback 2 was in the works when Keith Robinson was around, but when he passed away and Tommy took over, plans changed. That's just my little two-cent theory of what happened. We have done some more testing. We run computes, the equations versus PS4. We're getting 102%. I don't know how many bits. What's up with the Sega Mark 1 hardware? Better or worse than Intellivision? Mark 1. I've never played it. That's close. Might be the Mark 1. I think so much of the game's success is in the controllers. It's how you connect the game. Easy to use, responsive controls go a long way. Big reason the NES and PS1 were so successful. We are having trouble with the frame rates, though. Oh, yeah, that's the zero. I forgot Amico Day is doing that. The zero, I believe. Can the zero play cornhole? I can't wait for the interview about the Intellivision Zero. What about the first MSX? That's another one I've never watched. I mean, the Intellivision, when it came out, was pretty cutting edge, and some of the games offered a lot of depth to them, and they could have done some. They could have been ported to the NES. I would have liked to have seen Treasure Retirement on the NES if it could, assuming it could handle everything. Because there's things that certain systems can handle better than others. Like the NES wasn't good with lots of objects on the screen, but the Atari 7800 was wonderful at it. That's why it could do Robotron 2084, and the NES not so much. So every system tends to have a strength and weakness kind of thing. So I don't say like this system's 100% superior. It just depends on what it's made to do. Some systems can do really good music, while others do better with graphics. So just depends. Very easy port game. TurboGrafx PC Engine, 16-bit graphics, 8-bit CPU. Yeah. Do you have the C64 Mini, and do you think it's worth $30? I don't. I actually have a Commodore 64. It was a controller that was a plug and play, just a controller, and it had like 30 games, and that was a really good controller. If the C64 Mini was $30, I might pick it up. A-Tran says, thanks. Keith Robinson was also an artist between many of the covers. Yeah, I think he did like Thin Ice. He did. I know he did some other ones as well, especially I think later maybe. And he did that one beach. I can't remember making it or whatever. It was like a beach themed comic strip he actually did that got turned into a Sega Genesis game. Normie's Beach Babel Rama was based on Keith Robinson's comic strip. Is Intellivision still owned by Mattel? Oh, no, not for a long time. They sold it, eventually became like INTV Corp, and now it's confusing because I was talking to Tony. I don't know if his information is 100% accurate or not, but it's like Intellivision Entertainment is separate from Blue Sky Rangers. Like there is a separation, which I figured was just to keep, like if the Amico went bankrupt, the Intellivision properties would be separate. They would still be safe. Like they wouldn't lose all the years of work. So I don't know what happened when Tommy took over. Tommy bought Keith's share in the company. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I miss Keith Robinson. He was reasonable enough just to publish stuff on Nintendo hardware. Yeah, he did do a game on the Nintendo. He did, they did do, I want to say it was like a monster truck game that was based on Stadium Mud Buggies, but it wasn't called that. 10 years tech difference between TurboGrafx, huge difference in ROMs, bus architecture. Technically, the Intellivision can only do a 20 by 12 grid. Yeah, there's a lot of different things. No, it's owned by the ITV Holding or something like that. It's the IP holding company now. Yeah, I would love to have a legal analyst who knew exactly what's separate, because originally Tommy Tellerico was saying that when you buy the Amico, you're going to get all these Intellivision original games on the system built in, along with 7 reimagined games. And when I talked to Tony on the stream, he wasn't sure. He believed that Blue Sky Rangers owned that, not Tommy. He couldn't do that unless he paid them. So not sure what's going on there. Raining hard in California. Is it snowing on you guys? It's just chilly where I'm at. Intellivision is owned by the German government. Just joking. Yeah, because they did all those grants. Monster Truck Rally. Yeah, the NES. Okay. You got to check out Fellows on YouTube. Okay. Intellivision Lives was a nice compilation, various platforms. I assume Keith was behind. Yeah, and Keith was the heart and soul of Intellivision for what, like 10, 15, 20 years back, after the market crash, and kind of brought it back to life. And he was like really getting things on the computer early in the day. You could actually go to like, what was it? I don't know if it was Blue Skies Rangers or Intellivision Lives, and buy games right on your computer. There was also going to release a Japanese game with the West called Curse, but INTV went bankrupt before that could happen. Why is the screen blue? Because I didn't play it, and it's just screen saving. So there you go. So that, again, that's Tutankham. King Tut. That's King Tut. I'm tired. I'm getting tired. I want to thank you guys for being a part of the chat tonight. Thank you so much. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. It's time for me to get ready. And as Tor would say, time for go to bed. Have a wonderful night, everybody. I will see you next